How's everyone doing this morning? I'm good. I'm good. Quick question: can you hear that music? Alright. So looking at GJ right now, honestly, let me see this. You know what? Let's start the morning off right. Possibly. Sometimes I'm just a little more aggressive. I was gonna take something and just say it. Yeah. I want to see how this candle with this 15-minute candle closes. We want to see how this 15-minute candle closes before I actually decide to take this. It's going to be a little aggressive move coming in early, but hey, if we start to break above here, then besides this wick here, that's the only thing I'm worried about. But some clean traffic coming up to here, and still like a 20 pip move further. So that is what I'd be looking for. Let me see. We start to break above. Yeah. 20 pips going up there. But again, waiting until candles close is big. Ultimately, just looking at this thing from a higher time frame, we looked at this last night, and we still know that from a higher time frame, the bigger move on the 4 hour, we're in this range. We're looking to see what happens when this news comes, actually in the next hour. So that's going to be really big as well. Um, Ultimately, that's why I really, it's going to be hard for me. I'm going to be kind of hesitant to take a trade only because when that news comes in, we're going to see how that starts to play out. And then, because from the 4 hour, I can already tell you, if we start to break above this, we have all this clean traffic, 13800 up there, and then from this downside, I can see us getting around like 135, somewhere around there. So that's what we're going to be looking for today and this morning. So let's see what we get. Again, like I said, waiting for the candles to close is big. Got to be able to have that patience. Let's take a look at EJ. I'm marking up GA, but I'm probably not gonna trade it. I'm gonna stick with what I know. Again, like I usually say, this is actually one of those minor levels. So if we go to the hourly level as well, and then 4 hour, not really that much of a level, even though it does have some wicks. So we can see how it reacts here. We've gotten rejected here. We got rejected here. So this 15-minute candle is about to close bearish. But if this respects the low of this candle, then ultimately we should still have that bullish pressure to force us back up. But we will see. So now we're going to see how this 15-minute candle closes. More than likely, if we break above here, we should be good. And if not, then we're going to go back into our range. Which, when we're in the range, we don't trade it. We are patient. We wait for that breakout. Uh-oh. Joe was late this morning. My man didn't get up. Again, this might be some support that we formed. If we respect that, break above these highs, we should be clear for this. Can you guys hear me? Oh, that's what I need to do. Let's update this thing. You know I like it like that. Dang, there's mad people saying they can hear me and they can't hear me. I know you guys can hear me on Zoom. Alright, I need to update this thing. Because you can't see it. Boom. There you go. So just chilling right now, being patient, really just seeing what's happening here, seeing how we're gonna play out. We have news coming in at 4. We have bank rates, monetary policy. So we should probably just be patient, wait for that, see what happens here. That support's broken, so let's continue to just look at this. And see what we get. Yeah, now you just gotta be patient. What's good, Joe? No, I'm not in that trade. Any trade I get in, you're going to see it on my screen, and it's going to look like this. But I'm not in any trade. Oh, just have to be patient. Let's go, Joe. Can you hear me? So, waiting game. Just about being patient. Can't rush the process. You break it down. You watch to see what price is doing. And ultimately, you react after that. But at this point, we're just going to wait. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Alright, bet. News in 30 minutes. What's good, Brian?
What's up, man?
No good night's sleep last night, huh?
Yeah, I mean, not as good as the night before, but I'm still straight though. I had enough. I went to sleep before 11.
Wait.
Uh,
We got news in 30 minutes. A lot of news. So let's start to see how this starts to play out. See what we start to get. This is going to be very interesting. So again, like I said, we start to break this. We ultimately could be looking at a pretty clean move coming up here. And then if we break down here. But I really want to see how this... So we broke the high of the 15-minute candle. Could be looking at an impulse. But ultimately... Ooh, I'm liking the way that hour candle could close, though. We got 30 more minutes, though. play the music because it helps price move. Damn, we had people get up this morning. All right. Hey Brian, you know what I haven't figured out? Haven't figured out how to turn the sound off of MT4 or 5.
What you mean when you take trades or like the little clicking and stuff?
Yeah, the little clicking off the Magic Keys joint.
Oh, where's that at? Because mine don't make noise, so I have mine set that way. Hold up.
Yo, Craig, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was texting you, man. I was saying it's a bunch of news coming out in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
So we should get some kind of big push or big push up or big push down.
Yeah.
If you go into your Magic Key settings under alerts, it's the last setting. It says should play sound when Magic Keys button is pressed. If you set that to false, it should turn that sound off.
Oh, all right. Game changer. Game changer. You said it's the last one?
Yeah, it's
Oh, all right. No.
Should play sound when MK button is pressed.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I like that. Cool. Let's see what we get. Make sure your finger's on the trigger. I'm thinking about putting a buy stop up here.
I already got one there.
What y'all think?
That's right. Hey, I'm with you on that. I already set mine up.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set that because ultimately all I really need to do is just put it at my auto break even. So that's light. So I'm going to actually set this. I'm going to put mine at 135,980 actually. Yeah, let's go 135,980.
And then you just stop below that last grand candle.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of big though. But yeah, it's like a 25 pip stop. I might just put it below this last 30, which is like 20. Oh, let's check this. What else you looking at, Joe?
Just EJ. It's consolidating right now.
Ooh, wow. Everything has, so everything's pretty much in a range, or because there is mad volume in everything. Uh, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. We back at it. So, again, guys, we're going to be trading this news. I put a buy stop right there. You got to be quick on the trigger, ultimately, to either close that, take profit. If it comes up here, wicks it, keeps going, or just goes the other way. So that's why when I put that buy stop in, I literally did like 50% of my normal risk, just to understand that it's a lot more riskier of a trade than anything. Is EJ ever gonna stop dropping? See this right here. That's about it. I don't know what you see, Joe.
Yeah, that's the same place I think price is gonna go. I'm just waiting for it to get out this little range it's in.
There's a simple passive income business.
Man, Vincent, you know I don't trade indices. You know damn well I don't trade indices. I'll, I'll look at it though. Nah, I wouldn't buy this. It's in a downtrend. I'm not buying. I don't ever go against the trend. I keep it simple and just stay with the trend because I don't ever really need to worry about it. All right, guys, this is trading. This is it right here. I don't know what people think it really is, but this is it right here. So I got confused on the wick rejections. Yeah, but all I'm really looking at here is we're in this downtrend, but ultimately price created a new low here. And more than likely, we're going to come back down to test that low. Once we test that low, now we're going to say, okay, where can we go to next? Which ultimately is probably right here, because this is our next area. If we break that we're going to look left. But that's ultimately what we should see. This was just a retracement. We never really broke above this area, and as you can see, it's dropping now. But from here to here, pretty good move coming down, and then ultimately down here. Joe, did you set a buy stop too, or no?
No, I'm gonna watch it. I had one, but then I'm scared.
That's
I'm
why I
scared
just.
it might go up and wicket and then push down.
That's why I real low lot. I did a 0.5 and said whatever. I'll see what happens. 20 pip stop. Buy stop full margin on GJ. It's going to the moon.
At this point, man, I don't know where it's going. It's just been in this big old range all week.
That's what I'm saying. Like this 4 hour range right here is where it's like, yo, this once this breakout happens, we're gonna have a lot of movement once we get a breakout outside of this.
Hopefully it breaks up.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing though. He could come all the way up here and then still reject this. I got 5 minutes. I want these buys to come in. Yo, yesterday, Euro USD violated me on that news. Violated. I was not happy about it.
Were you in a buy yesterday?
No, I was in a sell. And that wick, you remember I sent it in the group. Yo, it literally just wicked up and then came right back down to where I needed it to.
DJ look like it's gonna sell. It's dropping.
Candle didn't close yet. I hope everybody on YouTube still has that chart up as well. Because I hope you know that YouTube's on a little bit of a delay. Trust me, I know. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that when you were watching Roger's live stream. You'd be like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a lag.
Yeah, There it goes.
2 minutes.
It's just not enough of a range to the downside.
Who hopped in a sell already?
I didn't. It's gonna go.
The thing is, you can still catch it. Like if you happen to sell, I would have waited for it to break 135,600.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything until it breaks.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not. That's
patient. I mean, it ain't like that thing just gonna completely shoot up without pulling back a little bit.
Trips that you plan for the next week?
Oh, that was a mean fake out. Somebody took that trade and is eating it right now. It's like I thought it was gonna sell.
Did not close yet. We got 40 seconds.
It was engulfing on the 5 minute.
That's how you get burned.
I know.
Everybody make sure your magic keys is ready.
And I still ain't got mine yet.
Should we set a sell stop too, possibly? Might have to throw one right here.
It's moving a little bit too fast. Are you doing it below the 135.6, right?
Yeah.
Boom. It's about to go up, man. It's going up. It's going to hit that my buy stop. Argue about it. Oh. His price don't know what the fuck it would do.
Playing with you. Yo.
That's why I'm glad I'm not in it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna get rid of this. It looks like it's going up.
Yeah. I like the upside to this. It formed a double bottom. So you should head up at least to test the high.
I'm playing with my emotions, man.
Whoa. These are some crazy wicks right now, bro. What's do your thing.
Wow.
You know somebody's buy stop got activated.
Oh, I know for a fact.
Oh man. And where do you have your sell stop at 605?
I took it off. I got rid of it.
Yeah, this is I don't know, man. I'm just gonna be late on this sale, bro. That shit is what it is.
I already accepted that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not taking an impulse entry off this per se.
Well, not off of this, because if it's going to break to the low side, like for real, we can afford to be late because it'll be breaking that 4 hour structure that you have pointed out before. Like we've been sitting in this consolidation for a while. So if volume is going to push it lower for real, then it's going to go somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 15-minute now. It's starting to break this, but it's not closing yet. So
You don't want a big old wick.
yeah.
Okay.
And ultimately,
I'm gonna wait till the 15-minute candle's done and then try to find an entry.
Yeah. And then if I miss it, I miss it. That's fine. I'm not really too worried about it.
It's going now.
Man.
There it goes.
Yeah, this would be the perfect time to try to find an entry in a 15-minute, next 10 or so.
Yeah. And then if it continues to drop, it's whatever. Guess I should have kept that sell stop. Remember, guys, we don't need to catch the entire 100 pip move. 20, 30, 40 pips. This thing is going to pull back eventually on the 15-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute. One of those time frames, we're going to find an entry off that pullback. For the next whole week. Delete those buy stops. Anybody hop in this? No?
Nope.
So it's dropping into a 4-hour range, filling these wicks. Should have some type of pullback here. Tell you what though, we get New York open and we get some momentum and we end up breaking this. There's some pretty clean traffic coming down here for the rest of today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I think now that it broke out of that range, if that hour candle could stay below that low, like we're gonna just drop the rest of the day. They've been consolidating all week.
Yeah. And again, this is the same concept of price is basically making a low here. Wherever it stops at, we're going to be looking for the retracement and then price to come back down here and ultimately break that low still. So just that same idea in doing that. See, this is where it gets confusing because if everything stayed the same here, why is this dropping? That's where it gets a little confusing because usually anytime everything stays the same, price usually goes up. Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, bro. I went to bed like 8:45 last night. 9 o'clock.
Man, I gotta go to bed early now. I'll be exhausted.
Me too. I almost fell asleep at work yesterday. Like it hit me like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Thankfully, I'm still at home. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go back to the office.
Are you going back?
Not
Ain't
to
nobody
January.
going back to the office.
Well, not to. I think we worked from home to February or in January.
And then, oh, they actually going to make y'all go back?
It's preliminary right now. They'll probably let us know more towards the end of the year.
Got it.
I actually like. I'm starting to get used to working from home, man. I actually like it.
This is 964 and coming down to this area. I don't think there was enough rain because maybe 56 rain.
Once you realize that trading is about patience, it makes things a lot easier and a lot less stressful.
Yeah, there would have been days that I was like mad that I missed this move. Like, what was I thinking? And then would have jumped in it hella late. But
Yeah, that should never be the case. You just gotta realize that some moves are gonna happen. And you find an entry there. Like I said, even if this thing, so it dropped from here 100 pips. I don't need to catch 100 pips. I could catch 20, 30, and I could be completely fine with that move for the day. I still like this EJ move. Actually do this. We got USD news coming up later too, don't we? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
are you looking for EJ to get down to 123?
Yeah. Yeah. Before I take the sell?
Mm-hmm.
123.4. Before we take a sell, and then.
Yeah, I was just meaning as a target though.
Oh yeah. 123, 100.
Okay. Yeah, I ate off of that EJ trade yesterday. So.
Then we are.
Yeah.
You said what?
Said I ate off of EJ yesterday.
Oh yeah. I caught the Asian session move that was nice.
Man, it just moves way too slow, bro.
Bro.
I don't have time to look at my charts like that.
But that's why, literally when I entered, I was already sitting at my computer anyways, and then, once it literally went 10 pips, I set my stuff to break even. Was like, all right, I'll just let it rock from here.
All right, so Craig, this is when you would try to take a impulse move. So say, support gets set right here.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait for the next bullish bearish candle to break the low, that green candle, right?
Yep. So say this 15-minute candle stops here, and we create that resistance right up here. Once we break the low of this, I'm looking to take that impulse. But I'm always waiting until I'm not selling this now because I'm not selling on a bullish candle. So once it begins to break that, that's when I'm looking for my entries. because what I'd be expecting is it's 417 now. We have New York Open at 5. I would be expecting price to give us a retracement, and then ultimately the volume in the New York Open is going to continue to push us down. What's this? 30 pips. Hey, yo, Joe, what's the spread on KOT4 for GJ?
Let me check. It's not bad. Oh, it's EJ, not bad. It's 9.55. Well, that's a pip value. The spread is 0.9 right now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm
1.0. It's fluctuating.
Yeah, I got a 1.02. Ultimately, we want this pullback to give us a wick here. That wick is going to give us a range for us to stay in, ultimately. And then give us some room to continue to push down. Yeah, the fall was from GBP News. Yep.
Are you gonna take this if it break the low?
I was considering it. I want to see something. Ooh, that's still 20 some pips. I might take
Alright.
this.
Yeah, I took it.
Yeah. I took it.
Now, if it closed bullish, you gonna close out?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it now.
What happened? Dog. Jesus.
Yeah, if this thing's starting to close bullish, then I'm gonna look to close this trade. Let me see something. Broke that low. Make sure you manage your risk. All right. So that 15-minute close bearish. We still might get some type of pullback though. Still in some drawdown. What's EJ doing? GA. Oh, this isn't a bad one either. Not a bad move either.
Cause I ended up closing this one out.
I'm about to. I was
Because
just,
a little too early.
yeah.
A couple pips stop loss. A couple pip loss.
Yeah, I'm closing this. I'll take that. Oh, perfect. Now I can really close. 5 pip stop loss. I'll take that. I will take that. Yeah, I'll close this. Man. I needed that pullback. Actually, that shit was -7 pips. What you thinking for EJ?
Still waiting, man. Being patient. Still in this range.
Yeah. We could actually range here for a little while.
The question is if price turns bullish, how far is it gonna go up?
I was actually considering
Taking a buy.
Yeah. I don't know what we get here. Hurt. DJ playing games with me.
Yeah, bro. I just removed my cell stop. I mean, my cell. Yeah. And now it's going, bro. I'm so bad. I should have just left this shit.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
EJ's moving.
Oh, bro, it's moving.
Practicing risk.
Ah.
that would happen.
Oh, God, dude. Oh, well, it happens. Whatever.
Super fast, something really fast. That would be good. And someone can type it in.
Dog, I'm salty a little bit that GJ has moved almost 70 pips and I did not collect one. Because
it happens.
I know.
It happens. That's life.
I mean, even in asking yourself the question, like how, you know, Roger talks about, like, how could we have been in this trade? I mean, I guess we could have been in this trade if we would have took it off of the breakup, the major structure that we talked about.
That means if you want to make more money, if you want to be rich,
Yeah.
like we know you can be, then you cannot keep doing the
I
same
think that's the only
that
one.
got you here where you are today. I've got a very special offer.
Yeah, I mean we could have, but it's just like
My 20 years of trading experience.
they really gave us no real time unless we would have had that sell stop.
Course that I call Option Profit Accelerator.
True.
Now, if you want to
But
trade stock options,
do you think that after we go so many days in consolidation on some of these pairs that it's
best-selling course,
kind of like it's built up pressure, so then that way once it does break, it breaks real hard
you just
in
need to
one
answer your
direction?
email. Let me know where I can send it to you.
Absolutely,
And you
because the
get
longer it
your
consolidates, the harder,
information to work.
the bigger the breakout's going
You
to
can
be.
become a much better trader. There's a few key secrets that
Were you able to hop on this one?
You talking about EJ?
I don't know. I heard clicks, so I was like, "Is that entries?"
Oh no. I was just messing around with this magic key shit. I was trying to figure out why it was still clicking, but then I realized it was a different pair, so it didn't have the same settings.
I was looking at the price. I was like, I don't know if I would be entering right here.
Nah, because ultimately it could close back in this range.
Yeah, it could still pull back up into that range, man.
Yeah.
But it would be something, man. Like, shit, it could keep tumbling. Easily.
That's what GJ's doing.
I don't know. Like, let me see this. Let me measure this out. But that's almost...
It's like 80 pips.
Yeah, to the next space. Like, I'm trying to think. Should I just go ahead and put my sell stop underneath this candle and just let it go for 10?
I think it's gonna pull back. I'll be patient.
Yeah.
especially now that they broke that other zone he got right there.
Yeah, so the 135, 150.
Yeah, 13500 is what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So above 13500, price usually consolidates around those whole numbers. So I want to see some type of pullback up to that area, and then start looking for sales.
I keep on falling.
Yeah, if we can break below there, we good money. And said, Craig, you said we're gonna get that New York volume getting pushed in about 5 o'clock, about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what we should be looking for, that volume to come back in here. Yo, how many people are trapped in GJ buys right now?
Why would they be? Why would they be buying?
Because they probably think that it's gonna definitely reverse after that long candle.
Yo, it went down that much, it has to reverse.
Nah, I didn't find it out the hard way before. It's gotta pull back to my 32.8.
Yo, once I realized, like, just never buy or never sell if the candles are going the opposite way. They tell you exactly what's happening.
I would love to see one more bullish candle up
Yeah.
towards that 135 before I start looking for sales.
All right, New York Open coming up. Yo, when you really think about it, like, this is trading, like, do a lot of sitting and waiting. You really do a lot of just sitting and waiting.
Which makes it even more like wild when you think about it, because once it's all said and done, it's like once you take profit, you like, I got paid how much an hour to just literally sit there and do nothing. So like, you might actually be working, like actually doing something, thinking about the trade, like 15% of the time, 20%.
You gotta think about all the back work you do, though.
Say what?
You gotta think about all the work you do in the background, though.
That is true. But it does, I think it does kind of even out because you do end up waiting.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think, a little bit about like where you're at with your trading and stuff like that. Because if you're over trading and you're trading a lot and shit, like times like this, like you said, you wouldn't just be chilling doing nothing. You would be actually in a GJ buy, like anxiously hoping that, like watching the chart. You know what I'm saying? which is way different than just like knowing that it's not anywhere close to where you need to enter at, so you're not paying attention to it.
I'm really waiting for this low to be broken, Joe, before I take this trade.
Yep, me too. I'm looking at it. This is why I wish I had my magic keys.
Yeah. Brought to you by
Man,
Magic.
I ordered like 2 weeks ago. Like I don't even get a tracking number or nothing.
You said you ordered it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Well, it usually takes like a week to get there, so. And I think they ship on Friday and Monday, so it depends on like I don't
It's
know.
already shipped. It's shipped out I think 2 Fridays ago.
Okay. If it respects the low of this, then we're going to continue to go up. It's going to get a little more retracement. Let's see. I like. Yo, we close. I might take this. You're playing with my emotions, man.
right, there it goes.
Yep. See how this starts to play out. Damn, break even already. That was quick. I got 10. I got my stop at 134.5. My TP.
134. Yeah, me too.
Damn.
Yup.
Yeah. Got my damn money back. After that loss.
Yeah, plus some.
Give me my money. Give me my money. Yo, when Raja comes on and he's like, "Yo, I entered here." How mad are people that he didn't tell him that that he entered?
Yeah.
Yo, they are pissed. Like, you do you mean you entered? You didn't tell us. See, I like this area, but I like the 200 level too. I think we could drop all the way down here.
Is EJ breaking low too?
It looked like it.
I had an alert set up for it and it just went off.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm in it too. I had a sell stop.
Yeah, I'm
You're
actually
in it?
as
Yep.
well.
And then my stop loss is right above that last 30 minute. So it's at 123.560.
Mine is at 123.6.
Come on. I need DJ to push a little bit further down.
I mean, I'm closing out at 134.5 anyways. and then after that, I'll wait for a pullback because I actually might close out now. Because it's going to start to pull back a little bit, create that wick. We got some GJ cells running, some EJ cells running here.
I think EJ can get all the way down to 123.
I got it at 123.1 right now. So Brian, have you traded more than one pair and tried to close out the magic keys? If I press close full, is it gonna close out EJ and GJ or just GJ?
No, I think you got to have it selected at the bottom on so make the pair blue.
Yeah.
Or I can't remember if it was because I had it selected there or I had the magic keys, whichever one I had in the screen. That's what it was. So whichever one you want to control with the magic keys got to be in the screen.
Yeah.
So if you want to close that EJ out, then you got to have EJ loaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this next 15-minute candle is going to really push price down.
EJ or GJ?
GJ. There's no wick on the top either.
Damn. All right, so this joint took me out at my break even. But I'm going to keep it for right now. Still holding EJ. GJ, it knocked me out at break even, but if you're still holding it, I'm going to keep this on the screen.
You got your 10 pips though, right?
Yeah, I closed out partials.
Gotcha.
I closed out like 60%. So I mean, I caught something off of it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, Brian, you were right. You just gotta have it selected.
Yeah.
Oh man, here he go on his soapbox.
Oh, Uncle Ted.
Yeah. You still in this, Joe?
Yep. I should have closed out. So I need my magic keys.
Yeah, I had 6 positions open.
And every position close out of break even or close get set of break
one
even.
pip in profit. Every single one. And all it did was literally take a press of a button. It moved everything to 1 pip in profit. You know how long it would take to switch all that? My man preaching. Preach. Oh man. Honestly, I don't know what to do with GJ at this point. Still like this EJ move though. So
The-
this is gonna be the one I really focus on. Bro, just at me next time. Let's see. Brian, is this what you needed to hear, bro?
What? I didn't even hear it.
Oh, you not listening to this?
No, I had it on mute. What did he say?
He's really just going in, bro.
Let me see what the hell is going on.
All right, so Joe, I actually closed out partial of this because it broke that high of that candle.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's at support right now.
Yeah. They need to have like a trading boot camp where somebody just stands behind you, like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why'd you take that trade?"
You sure you wouldn't do that?
Yeah. There's somebody like, yeah, that's what you gonna do? Oh, damn.
What if you lose?
This guy. Didn't we say practice risk management?
During Uncle Ted's
Yo, my boy, he sets like 4 alarms throughout the day that just say practice risk management. Or no, it's do not over leverage.
And it's so true. Man, GJ bullshitting. I'm thinking about closing this if it keeps just doing this.
It looks like it's still pushing. EJ definitely is bullshit.
Just need one push down.
I think we're gonna get it.
Wow. No wick on that 15-minute.
All right. Now I'm about to put
About to go to break even.
Yep.
See, I keep doing that on mine, and it's not working, bro.
Doing what?
Stop loss at break even. Like when I hit that on my other shit worked on it. Like when I hit the open. But I think that's also because it goes to what I said yesterday is that if I don't open the trade with the magic keys, then I can't close it. I mean, I can take partials off, but I can't put stops to break even.
I think that's the thing too. You open trades without the magic keys?
Because sometimes I'll be hitting the button up top, just monitoring, or sometimes I'll open it with a sell stop. You get what I'm saying? When it open with a sell stop, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. Come on, push a little bit more. Push a little bit more.
Look at that Nas 100 trade that just played out perfectly.
I'm out of GJ.
Right.
I do have another sell stop reposition below these next set of wicks.
Uh-huh.
So if it does turn back around, then I'll be in it, but I'm out of it right now because it could go back. And I also have a sell limit set all the way at 135, 385.
Oh, you got it way up here.
Yeah, because I mean, at some point it's going to come out. It's going to try and retrace. I believe, maybe, hopefully. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But it's up there. GJ, sometimes does one of those random ass liquidity wicks.
Yeah.
I would love to get pulled in. But very low probability that it's going back into that range again. So.
Yeah. EJ's playing games.
Did it totally reverse?
No, not totally. Could be a fake out. We really should have waited till we broke the lows of these wicks. Just kind of jumped on it early. Wow. Yeah, I'm closing this. The rest of this. It is ripping up back into that range. Unfortunately. It's like a 7 pip loss, 6 pip loss. I'll take that.
I think I'm gonna give GJ another try once it once it forms some kind of resistance.
Yeah, I am as well. Always manage risk. So ultimately, what we're gonna be waiting for. Something up here. We get some bearish candles and either come here and continue to break this or just come back down here.
So, Craig, I was thinking about I'm always thinking about next steps, man. So, and I know people are already doing this shit already, but if we are able to if we're making decisions like with our magic keys and all this other kind of shit in the moment based off of certain trading parameters, who's to say that we couldn't put this shit into a bot and then just have the bot trade off of the same trading parameters as we do.
Oh, it's easy.
With-
It's an EA. They make them all the time.
I know, Doug.
There's one. If you look on TradingView, look up either Nick Sean. I think it's Nick Sean robot. He created a robot and it was like 92% accurate. But the only thing with using that robot, you can't. It's hard to have like super tight stops, and a lot of times you just trade with no stop losses.
But with low lot sizes.
Yeah, there's people all the time who just use robots. There's one guy I was listening to. I think his name is. I want to say it's Hunter FX. He's been trading for a while, but he doesn't trade with stop losses, and like he's literally been buying gold. And he said as long as gold keeps dropping, he's gonna continue to buy it and he'll just hold it. He'll go in any amount of drawdown, just because he doesn't care about the drawdown. He just wants the. He knows that gold's gonna continue to go up, and he just knows that every single trade he plays, he only risks like I want to say maybe 1%. Not even that. It might be less than that. So like, there's a bunch of guys who use those. I just never been a fan of trading with no stop loss. And plus, you need a real big account to do all that because that's the hardest thing where you get the robot, because you can get certain EAs that basically tell you, okay, when price is consolidating, like something like this, whenever price is in a range. And then whenever it breaks out, it's automatically going to take you in that trade. I think the one that the one dude did, he broke out, but when it broke out, it had to have like 2 other breakout candles before it actually entered the trade for you. And then like it didn't have a stop loss, but it was like 20 the TP was like 20 or 30 pips. So now how often do we break out and not go 20 or 30 pips when you're dealing with a faster pair?
Yeah, but see, I think that those are all like parameters that you can customize. And I think that it's like, I was thinking about it, it's like so many parameters and ways that you can get it to read the market because, I know that there's somewhere out there where people are like, have it analyzing every time a wick touch a EMA or, that type of situation, or even like how you explained. But I think that there's like, if you know a pair to, like you said, it has like different characteristics to it that you can account for those. And then when the pair does what you want it to do, then you could just have it manage risk accordingly from there. Because in a sense, the magic key is already kind of like a low key does that. It just doesn't enter for you.
Yeah, that's true. I got you.
Cause see, I don't know. I'm thinking about that shit, dog. Like you get that hitting, dude. Like that's like hardly any work then. That's just really just like printing money then at that point.
Yeah, but I mean that's what those. It's just hard to with those robots. The hardest thing is being able to set tight stops.
Yeah, but that's the adjustment to it. I think like low lots, open stop losses.
You need to make any real money. You need a big account for that, real big account.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, the bot doesn't have to like take every trade and run it'll run 24/7 analyzing it, but
yeah.
I mean, you can set it up to say like, oh, just only take a couple trades a day, like, and have it trade like in the same way.
I just think about this right now. When you think about doing what we do, and just managing your risk, the more you start to do it, the more you can scale in and up your lots. There's no way that like Uncle Ted's dropping his lots, doing that, using that, because there's no way you can deal with those types of drawdown numbers.
How do you scale into your trades, typically? Because that's something that I haven't mastered. I'm going back and forth in between like trying to
like
put
upping
the high lot first, but I don't feel like I'm accurate enough. So then sometimes I end up in like heavy drawdown. And then I'm like, what the fuck?
Consistency. So I've pretty much been doing the same lot. Like the way I built this account, I started out doing point twos.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing, most people, they'll use the same lot, but they'll win like a couple trades. Or they'll say, all right, I'm going to trade like this for a day or two. All right, cool. I hit all these trades. Let me up my lot size. I did that for a week, and then I went up like 0.25. But then also what I'm doing is I did 0.25, and I would do like 2 or 3 positions, but everything would be based off of probability. So for these moves today here, everything was low lots. Why? Because the only time I would do higher lots is when I have this move here. A low has been created. We have a pullback, and I want price to come back and test that low. That is the only time where I'll drop like my regular lots because I see that move over and over all the time. A high has been created or a low has been created. Every time that happens, I'm looking for that.
So basically, when you have the highest probability of price doing a reversal, high confidence is when you put the high lot first.
Yes.
Other than that, you're scaling in.
Yes. Other than that, I'm managing my risk and saying, all right, the probability of this happening is lower. So let me make sure that I'm not overextending myself, or making sure that I'm just managing my risk and going lower than what I would usually go on a normal basis. So
for instance, like we just played this GJ trade. Your first entry, was it like 25% of or 50% of what your normal lot size would have been?
No. So right now on Magic Keys, when I go to open a thing, it goes, I'm risking 2% of every order, which right now my lot size would be a 0.98 on GJ. Instead of doing that, I literally did 0.05%. So instead of doing 0.98, I did 0.55. And usually I would open 2 or 3 positions. I just opened 2 on this GJ trade because this is not a normal setup that I usually see or that I usually wait for. The more success that I have is, like I said, when I see these lows or I see a new high be created, and now we come back and test, and it comes back up to test that high. When those things happen, those are the things I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So now every time I look for that, I'm saying, oh, okay, higher probability. I've seen this move over and over. That's what I'm looking for overall.
Okay.
So that's how I manage my risk overall, because now everything plays off of probability. And what have I seen before? So when I see the same things over and over, I know how to execute.
All right. And when you're taking the entries, let's just talk about, this is like kind of, I guess, like the micros, like sniper type of setups, but like, is it typically, it's after the candle closes? And if you're taking it after the candle closes, is it right after the candle closes, or is it within the first couple minutes, or how do you kind of play it? Do you look for it to come back and retrace 50% of the candle after the candle closes, or?
So I'll go over the one last night. This was last night when we were looking at EJ. So when I sent this out, what I was doing was I was basically saying, what did we do here? We created a low. Prices were tracing now. And what do I already know? I know we broke this level here, so we should be coming back to retest. Where that retest can happen, it could happen here. It could pull all the way back into here, which then I would start to look at things a little differently. But what I already know is our levels here, as long as price respects this, we're still in this overall downtrend. We already know that. So now I'm starting to look at this from where can I find an entry? So now this next candle, I actually dropped down to the 15 minute because again, it makes things a little better. But you could have easily waited to the 30-minute close and still took this. I was a little more aggressive because I saw price stop here. And I was like, even if I take this entry here, I can still put my stop at 20 pips above here and still just understand where price is going. And once we dropped down into here, I was already at 10 pips. So it was more like risk-free for me. Just a little more aggressive because, again, trying to figure out where to find these entries.
So hold on, say that one more time. So you waited until the candle closed.
The 15-minute close below, I took an entry off the 15-minute close.
Okay.
Usually, I would wait until the 30-minute breaks the low and just take an impulse right here. And still, off this impulse, it was almost 10, continued to drop. But usually, I'm waiting for an impulse right off the break of this. Because ultimately, we created that low. We're coming back to test that low. 75, 80% of the time, that happens. If we know that, then that's a good probability of a trade to take that every single time. And then ultimately, it literally dropped past and broke that low.
And do you take it after where the wick is at or where the body is at? Once it breaks the body,
that all depends on the type of candle. I don't really like taking if if the wick is real long. That's where it gets a little tricky. But again, a lot of times I'm going off the last bullish candle. So in this situation, it would have been this one. Because that's the last bullish candle, not this one. This one got negated once this one printed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Last 5 minutes of the hour.
Yeah, it's dropping too, GJ.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks because I was hoping this would be like at least finish somewhat bullish in the 30-minute. And then I feel more confident taking this sell below the lows.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? We might get this pullback when London closes. Kind of like we got over, what was that? I think it was over here. This was right when London closed. We got a full pullback. Y'all about to cop that PS5 or what?
Shit, man. I got time for PlayStation.
Thank you,
Wish
bro.
I did.
I do too, but I don't. I sold my PS4, dog, because it literally collected dust for 2 years. I was just like, man, it's more depressing looking at this damn thing than like just not even being able to play it. It's like, go ahead and sell it. But I do have dreams of like having all of the money that I need, and I don't have to work, and then just having lazy days where I can just smoke and play video games all day.
Like you in college.
Yeah, dude. Just like straight up Call of Duty all day, every day. Just like,
Man, I remember when I lived in Germany, man, we played 2K every single day, all day.
bro.
The
During
entire
those
day.
years of life, that is all life is, bro. Is Xbox or PlayStation, is Mountain Dew, Cheetos, no sleep, and nonstop just game playing, talking shit. Like that's that's all I did for years.
If you guys
Not
don't,
all I did, but I
if
mean,
you guys haven't
shit.
already noticed, most of the people who are traders are like either ex gamers or they're gamers now.
Yeah.
Like they all of them.
Dude. I can't even remember the last time I played like Call of Duty or any of that shit, man. I can't even tell you how many like hundreds of hours I've spent playing Xbox Live, playing that game, dude. But if I could get back to playing like games that I like, I don't even know if they still be making good games like this no more, man. But like I used to really like playing like the Final Fantasy games, dude, like the RPGs, like the long game. I know a lot of people be playing that shit. I don't know, it's called Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, some other shit. Like I never got into that, but I used to do a lot of the Final Fantasy stuff and all that.
Yo, check the chat.
Mabari.
Oh man.
Yo, he mad funny.
Hey, we need that screenshot. We need that screenshot.
Oh my gosh.
You mad? If you done trading for the day at 6 a.m., something bad really happened.
I mean, he was probably up all night. That's the problem.
He said all his stop loss got hit.
And they
Yeah, I
had to
should be
take profit
laughing.
now.
Yeah, nah, because he was holding them GU cells. He had 2 6 lots open.
Oh, this shit.
It was probably this joint right here.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. And I know you probably cried because it dropped 60 pips, man.
Yeah. Damn.
CJ.
Damn.
I wonder where he had his stop loss set at.
Hold up. Let me see. Entry 129501. I just don't know what time he entered. That had to be, so that was 12:44. So that had to be this time right here. So stop was probably up here.
Ooh. Damn. Yep. The Wicks don't be playing, bro.
Honestly, though, he might have gotten taken out because of the margin level. Actually, it could have been. Damn.
Hey, it happens.
All right, so 4 hours just closed. If we could come up, maybe create some type of wick. I'm gonna give this thing one more time. I got a break even, and I got a loss, 2 losses. I'm gonna give this joint one more time. After that, I'm done. I don't know about you, Joe, Brian, everybody else.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm up quite a bit for the week. Like if I don't,
Damn, I should have taken this trade.
somebody gave it to you,
Nah,
gave you
I
the
was,
markup.
I was, yeah. Hey, so Brian, this is the same thing, same setup, bro. Like I always understand my risk, and when I'm going to look for a trade, I love this type of setup because when we create these lows, like literally, I can show you how on every push down, we created a low, we came up, formed resistance, came back down to test. It does it every single time. Same thing when you're going up. We created a high. We came back down here. Once we started to break above again, we came back up to test that high.
Mm-hmm. So where would you have taken entry right there then?
On this?
No, not on that. Where you were pointing at.
Oh, this one, the buy.
Once it created the high and then came back down and retested that low, then you would have entered there because you know it's going to come back and retest that high.
No, I wanted to start breaking structure of those candles. So ultimately, for me, I want price to start breaking the high of the last bearish candle. This one's a little different because there's a bunch of wicks. Number one, I wouldn't have traded any of this because it's not really in the session that I like. And this was probably yesterday during like news and shit. I'm not going to trade it. But when we have like these clean moves like this coming in at 10:30, 11, where like I said, we came up, we formed that resistance and price, we created a low here, price came back up to retest it. Like when you start seeing stuff like that, that's all I'm really looking for from like every pair.
So on GJ, basically, again, it's just it created a new low. Now we're looking for it to create some resistance, and then we'll take that sell back down to because we know it's going to retest the low.
Yep. Created a low here.
Yeah, this is where that patient part comes in. So now we're not looking for a move until it breaks this low.
Not even till it breaks it. I just wanted to form some type of
resistance.
Resistance, yeah. I want to take it down to that low, hoping that it breaks it. But even if it doesn't, I can still catch something down there. All right, I'm about to get out of here.
All right, man.
We know what we're looking for. We'll wait for it.
I got my sell limit set at 135.1, and I have a sell stop set after underneath this low.
Word. I'm gonna just wait till I see it playing out.
Me too, man. I didn't take a couple L's today.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, man. I'm up like 9-10% for the week. So even if I lose a little bit today, like I'm not even tripping.
I'm still up 780 over the month, so I think
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, you win. Yeah, you got to treat yourself end of the month.
Right.
Bro, we should just within the group have like a challenge where like we all just start with like the same amount in a small account and then just challenge each other and see if we can build it, how we can build that shit.
I'm down with
I
that.
personally wouldn't do anything less than 1,000. Like I could, but I think 1,000 is like that perfect number.
I'm down.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
All right, man.
Man.
All right.